I see nothing wrong with a titty streamer. They're just in the wrong place. It's like an alligator in the supermarket. You can't have the alligator there messing up all the aisles, doing all that stuff. You have to get it up out of there. But okay, so we call in the police once, right? But then the second time it happens, the third time it happens, you start to think that supermarket is putting the alligators there on purpose to harass the customers or, whatever they want to do. I don't know the purposes of this. I just know the alligators in there and we got to get it out. These streamers are in the wrong place. I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with them, okay? It's just they shouldn't be on Twitch because clearly the mods' minds are clouded enough. Like the punishment for them is uneven. It's too much for them, for their minds. What we need to really explain is how Twitch as a platform is losing its identity. Twitch used to be a gaming website. Now it's an entertainment platform. And entertainment, it's such a broad form of explaining everything. Everything can fall under that umbrella. I think a lot of websites are losing their identity because in this new age, we want just to grab attention. So the deepness of having an identity kind of goes out the window. Who needs an identity when I can have your attention for these 5, 10, 15 seconds? No one needs that. They don't need that. And this ecosystem around these streamers is, well, toxic, but in a business way. Business is toxic if you allow it to be. Marketers, makeup, whatever they're doing to their bodies to modify themselves, it's like a car. It's like they're using a car, like they're making a car, and then they're selling the car to collectors, and then those collectors spend a absorbent amount of money on said car. That is these streamers, and sometimes you get to own them. Is it crazy to think about it like that? Yes, but that's the only way my mind can register this stuff. When you say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous, but I think that's how it is. So I don't really blame them. There should be accountability for every person, of course, but you shouldn't blame someone who has advantages for how other people treat them. They're just using what they have to make it in this life. I'm more focusing on the system behind it. Twitch is using them for numbers because they access a part of the internet that they don't have access to. The one where a bunch of age verification is required, you know? And it's a big part of it. That like it's the biggest industry, it's the biggest oldest industry in the world. So of course, that's where everyone is going to go eventually. If you're on the internet long enough, you're going to take a peek and you're going to find some weird thing that you're into. It is what it is. Because just how humans' minds work. I'm not talking about you looking at your YouTube video for like 5 seconds. But to be fair, if you're looking at these streamers anyway, right? You're you're already kind of deep. This is like 6, 7 hours at a time where they're usually second screen content. You just want something to look at while you're either playing your game or doing your stocks or working from home at remote. That can get a little tricky because there is an audience that you are taking away from your platform. Then let's get back to how they're regulated. It's hard to regulate this stuff because it's against the rules of their platform to begin with. So of course, they're gonna be very vague on how they do things. And you could call it the hypocrisy all you want, but there's only one man who has control of it, and that's the CEO of Twitch. Now, I'm not gonna pretend to know Dan Clancy. I don't. I'm not famous. I don't have a Twitch. I do, but I don't stream that much. But I do know a man by his actions. And his actions is telling me he wants him on the platform in any capacity, any way he could think of. For what reason? People have guessed. I do not know. People have guessed. It's because he likes him a lot in his spare time, which would make sense. But we don't know. It's a guess. Like I'm guessing here. But I know for a fact that these women are getting preferential treatment. Man, that's hard for me to say that word. So where we go from here? Twitch really needs to decide if we need to put an age verification on their site. If they do that, that's fine. I don't care. Okay, I want you to really live up to this platform's full identity, because I think that's what's really missing in this day and age on the internet. People just want to put on a different mask and be a different website. But really, it was Twitch all along. It was their real identity. They've just been faking it for years.